So moving on to stage two, what does this typically look like? You're starting to basically perform more operations now, probably still smaller drones. You may have implemented some basic sort of management control systems, typically going to be paper-based, maybe some basic checklists or some risk assessments. You might have some dedicated pilots, but generally it's going to be a part-time thing that people do as just part of their job, and really trying to get out there, understand what other people are doing, um, and just to try and understand how we can start to grow the drone program. So typical challenges you'll come up against here. So obviously, once you start doing things, management goes, "Oh, okay, we're using drones. How are we managing that?" And this can start to bring in some uh, constraints or oversight, which can be good and can often be constraining. So that will start to happen. Probably the big one we hear is no budget. So we've kind of proved up a use case. We want to start using them more and more, but we can't get budget. So what should be the goals here? Typically, what you want to try and do is get support amongst other departments in the organization, to start, trying to use drones and prove it up within their departments. Because obviously you get that momentum within the organization. The more use cases, the better the business case you can actually make to growing it and expanding it. And what you really want to do is, make it pretty indispensable. So, you do a job so much faster or so much safer than it's currently done. It's kind of hard to ignore. You can't say let's stop this now. It kind of forces its way in. And you also want to start really thinking about what's the sort of longer term strategy going to be and a plan, for executive sign off. So this is coming back again to understanding how best practice is. So, and in understanding, you will have to go through stages along the journey. You kind of can't jump to stage five. Well, you can try. I don't know how successful it will be, but it's a journey. So really conveying to management, you've thought about this, you've done your research, you've done your homework, you've got some numbers, and you've got a plan, right? And then, the plan doesn't have to be perfect, but you've got a pretty solid plan.